everyone. Hello guys. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Let me check first. Uh, so, hello guys, how are you? Welcome you all to this class. So, this is a class for data interpretation. Okay. I hope all of you know this. That this is a class of data interpretation. Okay. Now the point is that today we'll solve the problem, but the point is that today we're gonna discuss uh, some of the things. Okay, let me just share it on the Telegram. Okay. So the point is that because we are discussing, we have started this course with related to the foundation level. Okay, so we need to understand that what are the key requirements for the foundation. Means what is needed for the foundation. See, point is that, okay, so that you should get a I would say a good understanding, and you can solve a question of mains level. Basically, uh, DI is also important for mains, and also DI is important for the pre-exam. Okay, so you need to cover this whole chapter in such a way that that uh, that you can solve like any of the problems, and you should understand that, okay, if it is a data interpretation, what kind of chapter are involved in it. See, similarly, these are known as data analysis. Okay, similarly I would say this chapter is known as data and analysis, which is quite same, I would say. Data analysis. Okay, so basically if I talk about data interpretation or talk about data analysis, they both are same. Data interpretation interpretation or data analysis, they both are basically same. Okay, how come they both are same? You need to understand, in both you get a representation of data in different manner. What you get? In both you get a representation of data. Representation of data. Representation of data in different manners. In different manners, I would say. Different manners. I hope everyone is getting. So basically nothing happens, like you are just getting a representation of data in different manners. Okay, this is basically what data interpretation and data and analysis is called. And again, you would say that collection of data in different manners, or you can also write, see, or you can also write or you can also say collection of data. Collection of data. The purpose of the class is to make your base as much strong that I can make. This is basically the purpose of class. Okay. So this is how we I call this chapter as a data interpretation. The point is that if I go with this chapter, what are the requirements? Means the things which are like, you can ask me the trendy things or anything like that which is important for the chapter. So what is that thing is important? That's how many DI we need to solve, yeah, type of DI that we need to solve. Is there anything like that, sir? So I'll make you understand that how many questions can be asked through this. Okay, just wait. Let me see that whether you get or not. I think nobody is live right now. If there would be live, it would be a great thing. No, I don't think we have that. Okay, okay, leave it. Leave it, leave it. Don't have that part. Okay, so first thing in data interpretation in DI, we go for tabular. Okay. Then we go for chart. Correct. Then we go for pie chart. Correct. Then we go for bar graph. Bar graph. Okay. Then we go for line chart. Line chart. Line chart. Line chart. And see, the extension version of this means if you are going with the extended version of this, the extended version of this is asked in the mains. I would say extended version of this means a complex version of this means, I would say, complex version of this is asked in mains. Correct? Is this clear? Mains. So these are the common chapters. Is there anyone live? Can you please comment? Okay, so that I can understand that you guys are live. So basically, common chapters involved in the DI is tabular, is basically a tabular chart, pie chart, bar graph, line chart. I'm not saying that only these are important, others are also important. Now the second question comes that, sir, because DI is basically, now the second question comes, because sir, you say that DI is basically a kind of a quant, correct? This is a kind of a quant. And can you say, sir, that which are the important chapters important for the data interpretation? Correct, na? Means understand what I'm saying. Data interpretation is nothing but a quant. And what are the important chapters which is needed for the quant? Like, so the first thing is very important chapter for the quant is percentage. Percentage. So you may write percentage, okay? First is percentage. Second, I would say ratios. Ratio, okay? Very important. Ratio, percentage, okay? Commonly used chapters are basically ratio, percentage, and I would say average. Average. Let me remind you, these are the important chapters only for the pre-examination. If you are preparing for the pre, then I would say that most prelims, then I would say that most of the paper you can solve with these things. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Means you can solve prelims with percentage, ratio, and averages. Correct? So might be, this is only for the prelims, guys. I would say for the mains, I cannot guarantee. For the mains, if I need to guide you, I would not say that in mains you are only getting these chapters. I have seen questions from time, speed, distance as well. So because right now we are focusing on discussing the foundation level. So I'm not going to discuss about the mains. Okay, we are only going to discuss about the percentage, ratio, and average. And again, the next part is you should also have a great calculation skills. Okay, you should also have a great calculation skills. Then only you can score a good marks. Otherwise, I don't think that you can score. Now let us understand the part of percentage. In percentage, what topics are important? in percentage which topics are important. So guys, if I am talking about the percentage, the topics which are important is A is what percent of B, comma, number A is what percent of B. So A is what percent of B. First kind of question, which is nothing but, as all of us know, which is A is what percent of B means A by B into 100. This is the first point. Okay, A by B into 100. Let's come to the second point. A is what percent more or less than B. Second is A is what percent more or less than B. Correct? A is what percent more or less than B. Is there anyone in the class? Please confirm if you guys are there watching me. I think it's getting stuck. Anyone in the class, please comment. Just wait, I think something had happened to the screen. So I can see now only 2 people are there. So guys, nobody is live. Come on, say. Just we are discussing about the percentages. So if you guys are there, please comment. Come on, comment everyone. 2, 3 people are watching me and you're not commenting yet. That's very bad. Come on, if anyone is there, come on, comment, guys. You can. I'm listening. Just wait a minute. I'm just starting. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. My voice is audible now? Earlier it was audible, so that's why I'm saying. Okay, so we were discussing about the percentages. Okay, in percentage, the first thing which I have noted down was A is what percent of B. So you may understand the first thing which I have noted was in percentage what is important in DI is number 1, A is what percent of B, which is nothing but what you can write this, which is nothing but A by B into 100. Correct. Second, A is what percent more or less than B. A is what percent more or less than B. More or less than B. This is nothing but if it is more, then A minus B by what? Can you comment? Anyone? Anyone in the class? What it should be? What? A minus B by A? Or what it should be? Say guys, it should be what? It should be what? Everyone? A minus B by B into 100. This is the two things which are frequently being used. Okay, frequently being used. Okay, clear? Suppose 24 is what percent of 36? Suppose the question is, one question is 24 is what percentage of 36? Simple, 24 by 36 multiplied by 100. You can solve, you will get your answer, which is 6 4s are 24, 6 6s are 36, 2 3s are, basically this would be, now see the part is that this is 2 by 3 into 100, right? And you can break it down, which is 1 by 3 into 2 into 100, right? And you can break this down in such a way that 1 by 3 is basically what? 33.33%, okay? Multiplied by 2, this percent comes from the 100 only, which is 66.66%. Correct? I hope this is known to everyone. Clear guys? Come on, say. If I ask you question again, 24 is what percent more or less than 36? 24 is what percent more or less than 36? Then the question would slightly change. Now your answers will slightly change. 24 36, basically 12 is the difference upon my 36 in 200. Again this would be changed. 12 3s are 12 1 by 3 into 100, and 1 by 3 is 33.33%. I hope you got this one. But not only this chapter is important. Okay, not only this chapter. We'll discuss everything. Now see, the second question is, if I suppose right that boys are 33 1 by 3% more than girls. Now the second kind of a question is that boys are 33 1 by 3% more than girls. I've explained this many a time. More than girls means what? What is this 33.33, 33 1 by 3? This is nothing but 1 by 3. And if they are talking about more, then sign of plus would be there, right? Boys are, now try to understand, they're saying that boys are more. So boys are more means the ratio boys is to girls would be, boys are more means boys would be 4 and girls would be 3. Now only you can see that how the changes of 33.33% comes into picture. The difference is of 1 from girls. This is the girls, na? This is a boys. From girls, boys is 1 more from 3. So you can see now. You can understand this logically. From girls, let me write down. Here the question is from girls. How much boys are more? How much boys are more? The answer is 1, which is 1. From, then you can write from 3, which is 1 by 3, which is 33.33%. Correct? So this is logically you can understand. how this question is getting solved. I hope this is clear. These are the basic things that every one of you should know. Now, in percentage, if you are knowing this, you can solve multiple questions. Now, let us come to the second part. Second part is basically ratio. Second part, I will start with the ratio. Again, I would say that ratio is a ratio is a ratio is a pillar of understanding quantitative aptitude. This is basically a pillar. Okay. What kind of question is asked from ratios? Suppose the ratio of boys to girls is given to us 3:4. Okay. And in somehow the question it is given that total number of let's say total number of girls is given to me 24. Total number of girls is 24. Okay. Now guys, as I always said, in terms of quantity, you can write it down, everyone. In terms of quantity, total is 24. In terms of ratio, in terms of ratio is 7. So can I say from here 7 is equal, sorry, I've written wrong. In terms of girls, so I would write in terms of girls. In terms of girls, the total is 24, and in terms of ratio, it is basically 4. So it is 4. So can I say that 4 is equal to 24, then 1 would equal to 6. If 4 is equal to 24 and 1 is equal to 6, you can find it out everything. So so you can write down this 4 becomes how much? 4 into 6, which is 24. Then this becomes 3 into 6, 18. Then you can add this to total, and you can also figure it out the total number of boys and girls, which is 18 plus 60, 24, which is 18 plus 24. Total boys plus girls. So ratio helps in finding out this part also. Correct? I hope this makes sense to everyone. I don't think so anybody is having doubt. Suppose this question can be changed in a format. This question can be changed in a format. Same question with having a boys is to girls is 3:4. Okay. Now, but here the total is given to us. Total is 350. Find out the individual values of boys and girls. Question is find out the individual value of boys and girls. Individual value of boys and girls. Of boys and girls. How can we figure it out? Now see. The point is in terms of ratio. Again, I'll write the point. In terms of ratio. In terms of ratio, total is 3 plus 4, which is 7. Can I say 7 is equivalent to 350? 1 would be equal to 50. If 1 is equivalent to 50, then I would say 3 would be equivalent to 3 into 50, which is 150, and 4 into 50, which is 5 4 are 20, 200. So you can see now you have a separate numbers. You have separate numbers here in terms of boys. Basically, boys are 150 and girls is 200. Adding up to this gives you 350. This is another way of thinking, right? Fine. And we did all these things in the ratios class. So I would say that these are like important things which are important for the which will be you using in the solving of questions of pre-level. Okay. Next is that suppose the ratio of boys and girls is given to me 3:4. Boys is to girls is given to me 3. I saw this many a time, 3:4, and boys is to, let's say, children. Boys is to children is given to me 5:3. Let's say 5:3. Okay. Then boys into children, boys to children. Then my question is that find out the ratio of boys to girls is to children. Can anyone? Can anyone? Can you figure it out? The ratio of boys is to girls is to children. Now see, how can we figure it out? First thing is important, try to make this boys and boys equal. Here it is 4, here it is 5. Multiply this by 4 and multiply this by 5. Okay. Then you will see that it will become like 15 in both. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Multiply. My boys here is 3 and boys here is 5. So I'll multiply this by 5. I'll multiply this by 3. You can see now boys becomes 15. S2. Correct. Girls becomes 5 4 are 20. And your child becomes 3 3 are 9. Correct. So the ratio is this one. And these are the important things which you will see in your exam. Correct. Okay, fine. And see, these are the calculation skills, I would say. These are the calculation skills. Okay. So again, I would say I have taught you a lot of the calculation skills, and you can watch my sessions which I have uploaded here also. You will find it in the this channel only, the calculation skills. And I have taught you like everything: Vedic maths, multiplication tricks, division tricks, multiplication, division, everything. These are very, very important, okay, for that. Secondly, I would say the important chapter is average. Now, if you have a great command on average, you will get one question on average. Whether you are getting questions from Tabular DI or any DI, you will get one question. So what is that? Average basically. So the average question starts from first one, which is the formula is sum of observation divided by number of observation. Sum of observation divided by the number. This is the normal formula of average which you should know. So again, I would say these things are important. Okay. So now you can see that the important chapters where the DI in the pre-level DI roams around. The important chapter for pre-level DI is basically percentage ratio, average, and the calculation skills. Okay. So as you all can see, these are the important chapters, everyone. Okay, fine. So if you want to clear like any of the examination of pre-level, my suggestion is to please master these chapters. Okay, you need to master these chapters. Okay, now let us start with the questions. So first of all, you have this DI, and you need to understand that what it is saying, and then you need to answer. Okay, first try and understand that what this DI is saying. We have a question. Okay, what this DI is saying? Anyone in the class? You have a first question, and this is a PYQ, IBPS clerk question. Okay, the table below. Now the question is, the table given below shows the number of bikes sold in 2021. The data I think is visible to everyone, and 22 by 4 different companies. So we have a company's name like A, B, C, and D. The process is to how fast you calculate the things. Okay, I hope this is visible, everybody. Okay, now let us start with the question. This is the question, everyone. Can you solve it? Or you can try solving it. I haven't given the option because see, one question in the pre-level you will get with a condition called if. Always remember, if 2 by 15th of the total bikes manufactured by A in 2021 remains unsold, 2 by 5th of the total bike, 2 by 15th. Let me just imagine that 2 by 15 means what I have studied in the ratio, that my denominator resembles total. So out of total 15, correct now? Everyone is watching this or not? Now see, what I am like writing down is very, very important. Out of total, which is 15, my 2 is unsold. Then how much I sold it out? That is 13. Correct, na? This is what I can understand through the ratios. This is what I can understand through the ratios. Everyone, please comment. Okay. The ratio of manufactured bikes by A in 2021 and 2022 respectively is 5:4. Now 2021 and 2022 by A. Number of bikes, ratio of manufactured bikes by A. So A. Okay, leave it. Will not go for. Then find the total unsold bikes of company A in 2022. A 2022. Okay, fine. It's not an issue. Now see, it is very easy that you can answer, but I'll make you understand if you're seeing me. Now guys, come on. Now the total bikes of A was sold. Total bikes itna. Total bikes of sold in of 2021 of A is basically 650. Sold is basically 650. Can I say from me, the sold part is basically 13. 13 is basically 650. 13 is 650. Then 1 is 50. 1 is 50. Correct. If 1 is 50, then value of unsold is basically how much? This is unsold, na? 100. I hope you understood. This is unsold, which is 100, everyone. Now they're asking, now see, understand everyone, because you need to understand. The total bikes would be 15 5s are 750. Okay, fine. 750 100 are unsold. So 650 are sold. This is how we are getting it. Clear? Clear? Everyone clear? No doubt in it. Now they are saying that the ratio of manufactured bike. Now the manufactured bike of A in 2021. Okay, So manufactured is basically the value of manufactured bikes of A is basically 750 and the ratio of 750 is 4. So basically can I say that 4 belongs to 750? Because A manufactured, total manufactured is 750 na? Correct. And A is basically how much? Okay, that is 5. So can I, okay, basically 5. So the ratio of manufactured bike of 5:4 is of 2021 and 2022. Is it right? This is given to us. This is given to us 5:4. So basically 5 value is 750. One value would be 750 by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 fives are 25. 150. Correct? This is basically 150. So for 2022, this would be 600. So now see everyone, it's very easy to that you can answer now. So basically what you can see that now unsold bike would be how much? 650? Sorry, 600. 600 minus 150. 600 minus 450, which is 150. Understood? Please say. Please say, understood? This is very important question. Understood, yes or no? Say, see. What I have done, I'll make you understand again. This is my total bike of 2021 manufacturing and the ratio of A is 5:4. So value of 5 is basically 750. Remove this part. Value of 5 is basically 750. Then value of 1 would be 150. Correct, na? 150. Correct. Now 5 becomes 750. Then 4 will become 650. Correct. Is it right? Is it right? Sorry, 600. So they are asking that find the total unsold bikes of company A in 2022. Unsold bikes of company A in 2022. So 600 is the basically point. 600 minus 2 by 15th of 600 is basically 450 and 450. So 600 2 by 5th is what? 450, which is 150 is the answer. Correct? I hope now it is clear to everyone. So these are the questions, a previous year question which is important for the exam. Now come on. Can you answer this? Let's see how many of you can answer. Again, the question starts with the if. Okay. Come on, sir. Solve, apply, read it properly. See that you can answer this or not. Whether I am doing right or not. Can you all? Nobody? Okay, not an issue. Let me try. If the ratio of normal bikes to the sport bikes sold by B in 2022, so basically 2022 B 720. So basically ratio is basically 4 is to 3. Ratio is of 4 is to 3, and which is sum is given to me 420. So can I say 4 plus 3, 7 value is 420. So one value would be 420 by 7. It is 60. Correct. Is it right? The value of 1 is 60. Is it right? So how can you answer? Come on, say. So the 4 will become 240 and 3 will become 180. What percent of total number of bikes sold by B both the years? Total number of bikes sold by B in both the years. Which is what? How can you answer this question? So basically B in both the years is 540 plus 420. 960. So basically 960. What percent of total number of bikes sold by B in both the years? How much? 180 divided by 180 into 100. 0, 0 cancelled out. 5 times 2 ja 8 ja. Okay, approximately you'll get how? 18%. 18%. So these are the important, like I would say. Fine. Let us solve next question. It's a very easy question, by the way. It's a easy question. I would say doable also. Very easy question, by the way. Total number of bikes sold by B and C in 2021. B and C in 2021. Total number of bikes. Only 2021. 0. Can I say 540 plus 720, 1260. Total number of bikes sold by B and C in 2022. C and D. C and D. 500, 950. 950. Correct? Is it right? So the difference is 310. It's an easy question. Fine, everyone. I don't think so. You guys have any problem? Clear? Let's solve this. Total number of bikes sold by BNC in 2021. BNC. This we have done right now. Solve this. Bikes sold in 2021 by D. By D is 560. How much percent more than bikes sold by C22? 500. That is 60 more. And they're talking about the percent. So 60 by 500 multiplied by 100. 0, 0 cancelled out. 5 ones are 5. 2s are 10. 12%. Rest questions are very easy. They are not like tough. Rest questions are very easy. Okay. So I think guys, now I should start uploading the PDF in the Telegram so that all of you have an access. Okay, and you can like understand that how we are solving the question. Let me just add this. How can I like keep this file? I wanted to know that. So in case anyone wants to like, as I said, these are the basic DI classes where I have taught you the chapters and everything. Okay. And again, I would say these are important, everyone. Try and understand. You can ask me in the Telegram. I always say that please come and ask me in the Telegram so that all of you could like solve the question. All of you could understand. Okay. So if any doubt, you can just comment in the Telegram. I will be happy to guide you to solve your doubts. Anything which is important, I would help you. I would be very helpful for that. Okay. Let me download a file. Till then, bye bye everyone. Bye guys. I hope you really enjoyed the class. I'll upload the PDF soon. Bye bye. Take care. Signing off, Agnimitra.